let's see if Cheltenham can go one step better than the last couple of years. They'll certainly be aiming that direction. Alright, now it's time for the round 15 edition of the Southern Footy League Top 5, and we're going to start on a sad note this week at number 5. The 2008 Golden Whistle Award went to Justin Fitzpatrick, a goal umpire, as the best umpire in the Southern Footy League. Unfortunately, Justin suffered an injury on the weekend, a broken leg in 2 places after a collision during the reserves match, and we understand he's undergone surgery and we wish him all the very best. At number 4, the Sandown Cobras Footy Club. They've initiated quite a few new things into the Southern Footy League, including their support of disadvantaged youth earlier in the year. Now, they had a fantastic President's Lunch for Beyond Blue, and for any footballers, any young guys out there that are suffering from depression, please get in touch with Beyond Blue. They're a fantastic organisation, as it was a fantastic lunch put on by the Sandown Cobras. At number 3, we stay at Edinburgh Reserve, where Clint Sheedy, one of the senior players down there for the Cobras, was due to play his 100th game, and in what was described as a calf-related incident. We're not sure whether it was a calf strain or maybe the calf that they were putting on the lunch, but he was unable to take his place and still sits on 99 games, so another week, maybe this week for you Sheeds. At number 2, the shootout to 100. In Division 1, Travis Ridgway sits comfortably in front on 94 goals, while Ricky Ramsdale bagged 15 on the weekend to take his total at 88. Those three have some games coming up where goals should be plentiful for those 2 full forwards, so who's going to get to the 100 first? Stay tuned, we'll bring it right to you here on the web show. At number 1 on this week's top 5 for the Southern Footy League, it goes to none other than John Bennett. He's coached 16 out of the 18 years that the Southern Footy League's been in existence, and congratulations to John on his 300th game last weekend for Heatherton Footy Club. 155 of those at East Brighton, 145 at Heatherton. Congratulations, John. Now stay tuned for Aaron Martello from Mordialloc Footy Club. What an amazing achievement, John Bennett, 300 games. Now, another guy that's been around the Southern Footy League, maybe not quite so long, is Aaron Martello, the coach of Mordialloc Footy Club. Warm welcome to you, Aaron.
Thanks very much for having me, Ray.
2009 started off not looking so bright for the Bloods, losing a few players in the off-season, starting the season 0-2. We're coming to round 16 and you guys have locked yourself in the finals. How was the feeling early on in the season?
Yeah, early on, Ray, we had a couple of injuries, and there was talk that we were going to struggle and we were going to be down the bottom. I had faith in the blokes that I'd recruited. A lot of them had injuries, in the pre-season, which seems to affect us every year. I knew if we could get them on the track and fit and firing, we'd be competitive with most teams, and that's been the case so far. So still 3 games to go. We've still got a bit of work to do before the finals, but we're pretty close to getting our best side on the park.
Well, you've got obviously Cheltenham this week in the broadcast match of the round, and Springvale and St Kilda City to follow up with, so you'll certainly know where you're at come finals time. It's been a barnstorming effort. You've been able to turn around a 20-goal loss early in the season into a win, and you've taken St Kilda City as close as anybody has all season. I think it was round 9, 15-point loss. Their coach certainly rates you. How do you see your form at this stage of the year?
Yeah, in relation to that win that we had against Dingley probably 5 weeks ago, when we played in round 1, we had 13 blokes the next time around that didn't play them, so probably a complete and new ball game for us, and we knew we were going to give a good account of ourselves, unlike we did the previous effort. So, like I said before, we know we've got the cattle, and just a matter of getting them fit and getting them on the park and playing well together. But St Kilda City, certainly the benchmark. I think it was actually 24 points they beat us by, but we were close with 10 minutes to go, and they kicked a couple of goals and blew the result out a bit more. But they're certainly the benchmark, and Richard's got him running up and well.
Now the Colts have been up and running this year without a win. It's probably not fair to say that they've struggled because they're really an under 16, 17 sort of side, very young side. How important are they to the Mordialloc Footy Club in the future?
Well, yeah, the Colts, they're really probably the lifeblood, of the Mordialloc Footy Club going forward. As you point out, they're a very young side. I think the average age is probably only about 16. So in another 2 years' time, hopefully they're giving sides touch-ups like they're getting, week in, week out. But Johnny's doing a fantastic job with them. We are putting a side out on the field week in, week out. And probably the positive to come out of it, one of those young kids has played senior football, and there's probably 3 or 4 of them as well that have played reserves footy as well. So they've certainly got a taste of it, and augurs well for the future.
Sure does, and fantastic to see you blooding some of those Colts in the ones. We can't promote that enough in Southern footy. Now, we wish you all the best for your first senior finals appearance in what will be 10 years in a couple of weeks. Just a few parting shots that we ask all our coaches that come in, just to keep you on your toes. Where do you think the Division 1 finals will be played this year?
Well, I've yet to have it confirmed, but I have heard it's either going to be at Mordialloc or Springvale. So, finals footy is finals footy. It's good to get a game wherever you can get a game, and if we happen to be part of it, we'll be happy to play wherever.
Fair call too. Now, if you had a choice out of 2 games to play, would it be Scrabble or chess?
Oh, I'm not that smart, so I have to say Scrabble.
Okay. Division 2 in the finals race is really heating up, and there's 4 sides battling out 3 spots at the moment. Murrumbeena, Oakley, Districts, Hyde and Caulfield. Who do you think will miss out?
Oh,
no, question without notice.
Question without notice, yeah. I know it's very tight. I know who'll make it, and but I think any of those sides, can beat each other on the day. So one's probably too close to call.
Full of cliches, these coaches. Who's the hardest working volunteer at Mordialloc?
Oh, the hardest working volunteer? Oh, we've got some very good volunteers there, Ray. So I'd hate to point out one individual, but I know Glennis Buckley's been there for about 35 years. So I have to say for overall performance, probably Glennis, but ably led by the president, Kevin Lavelle down there. He's got a good band of loyal followers that chip in every week.
Mordialloc, another field that's doing things very strongly off the field. And being that we're in the middle of an Ashes series, 1-0 down, there's 2 to play. What's your series prediction?
Well, I think it's going to be 1-1 draw, I think, at the moment.
So we'll bring the Ashes home?
We'll bring them home, but home with just.
We'll send this across to Ricky Ponting, make sure he gets your backing. Thanks very much for joining us, Aaron. Good luck for this week's big clash, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks very much, mate.
That brings us to a close on the round 16 edition of the Southern Football League web show. Stay tuned on 88.3 Southern FM all weekend. From 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon, we'll bring you the match of the day. Cheltenham versus Mordialloc, 4th versus 5th. Only one side can win. Tune in to see who that is. John Kelly, as always, will bring us the quarter-by-quarter round the ground scores. Sunday morning, tune in to listen to Barnesy and Sam Robertson, bringing you some very special guests and all the news from around the Southern Footy League. Thanks, as always, to the 2 coaches for joining us here in the studio. Good luck to them in their upcoming clash this week and for the remainder of the season. Thanks, as always, to Letter Community Newspapers. Check them out at localfooty.com.au. I'm Rowan Schreier. Southern Footy, where locals are the legends.